Hello, good evening, and welcome to episode 6 of Tyneside Troubles with me, James from the Football Manager WizKids. If you haven't seen any of this series before, go back and check. We're only into the 6th episode, and I'm sure you'll be able to catch up in no time. Anyway, in today's episode, we will be running through some fixtures since that Swindon tie that we drew disappointingly in episode 5. We will talk about the league fixtures and check the current league table, as well as updating you on any transfer that have happened before getting into today's live comm against the White, Leeds United, the fallen giant in the Championship, and we'll check out them and see how they're getting on and see which kind of business they've done in the transfer window. But first up, guys, what we're going to do is spend a couple of minutes talking about the players in general and who has been doing well for me in terms of goals, assists, man of the match, key passes and average rating. So the highest assist for me is Tim Krul with 37. He's quite comfortably number 1 goalkeeper, but he does have competition in terms of Matt Sells, who I was going to try, but I've decided to use and keep Tim Krul in goals. Mbemba 36 starts, Mitrovic 35, quite reliable with Mitrovic, I usually go with him. Matt Ritchie 34, definitely a starter, one of the first names on the sheet. Lascelles, the new club captain, 33 appearances, Jonjo Shelvey, and the rest are below that, which vary between 29, 25, and the rest are below 20 starting appearances in the season so far. Looking at goals for the team, leading the way is Alexander Mitrovic, the new vice-captain with 15 goals to his name. Matt Ritchie's got 9, pretty impressed with that, but he has been and still currently is unhappy that one of the players left, which was Czech Coyote, as you already know, as is Jesus Gomez. He left, and a few players were unhappy about that, but I've managed to sweet talk them. Matt Ritchie still being an unhappy player. He does have a poor morale, and in games where I try to boost his confidence, I give the team a little pep talk, tell him how well they've done after a victory. He seems to be the one that is still disappointed by that. Dwight Gale has got 9 goals, 8 goals for Jose Perez and Adam Armstrong. Adam Armstrong, quite impressive, 8 goals and 2 assists, considering he's only started 8 games and got 17 substitute appearances. Pretty good coming from him. Sissoko with 5, Aarons with 5, 4 for Shelvey, 2 for Mbemba, Lascelles and Tovan, and 1 apiece for Tino Susic and Rico Henry. Leading the way on the assist, we have Matt Ritchie on 8, Rico Henry with 7, which is pretty good from the full-back position. He came from Walsall, as you know. Mitrovic with 6, Sissoko, Shelvey and Janmaat with 5. On 4 we have Perez, Aarons, Dozel and Tovan. On 2 we have Gale, Armstrong and Susic. And on 1, Lascelles, Haidara and the recent signing Dominic Iorfa, and he got that one on his debut. Finally, the highest average rating for the team is currently Musa Sissoko with a 7.50, 7.36 for Shekadu Kouyaté. He's actually been disappointing in the opening couple of games for us since he joined the club from West Ham, but he has played well in the last 3 games. 7.35 for Shelvey, 7.34 for Janmaat and 7.32 for Matt Ritchie. So moving on after that 1-1 draw with Swindon in the Cup, we went on to play Bristol City in a game where we huffed and puffed and we couldn't blow the house down. 1-0 loss to Bristol City, disappointing. Jonathan Cordia getting the goal. Bristol City, nothing special in this game, but they more than held their own and managed to keep a clean sheet at the fortress, which is St James's Park, or certainly what I hope to be a fortress. A good win for Bristol City. One I can't really complain about. They didn't play brilliant, but we really didn't turn up and we just couldn't force that goal. Disappointing defeat. FA Cup third round tie. The tie we didn't want to play after that 1-1 draw away from home at the county ground. 2-0 victors over Swindon. Rolando Aarons and Adam Armstrong getting on the score sheet in this game. We did rotate a few players. We brought in Iorfa, House, Dozel, Santa Maria, Aarons. So it was a slightly rotated team. We did deserve to win this, and in the end it was quite comfortable. Although it was 0-0 at half time, I knew and expected us to go on to win this one. Next up, a trip to Ewood Park, and probably what was one of the most comfortable games of the season. We went 1-0 up through Alexander Mitrovic, then 2-0 up through Matt Ritchie, 3-0 up, and it was looking ominous for Blackburn through Adam Armstrong in the 37th minute. 4th goal came in the 52nd minute through Alexander Mitrovic, and Jonjo Shelvey got on the score sheet in the 80th minute. A comfortable performance, a one where a lot of guys put in good shifts. The lowest average rating coming from Tim Krul, he didn't have much to do with a 7.2. The rest of them played quite well, and I'm really pleased with this victory. Back into FA Cup action, and a game I felt like I had a chance of winning. It was against Swansea at home, and we lost 3-1. Tino Costa put Swansea ahead on the 22nd minute. A minute later, on the 23rd minute, Andre Ayew put them 2-0 up, and it looked like we were going to struggle there. And in the 52nd minute, Bafétimbi Gomes, he wrapped it up. 3-0 ahead Swansea. We did pull one back through substitute Adam Armstrong, but really, guys, it was not good enough on this occasion. Swansea quite efficient, 20 shots on target, making the goalkeeper work on 12 occasions, and they had more possession against us. We didn't play too bad, 13 shots, 7 on target, but overall, not enough individual performances put together, or a team performance put together, should I say, to warrant anything from this game. And a deserved victory for Swansea, who go marching on into the 5th round of the FA Cup. League duty resumed, and it was first versus second, and going 1-0 ahead through Ayoze Perez on the 16th minute. I was really hoping we'd get some sort of victory or some sort of positive result from this game, but a Joe Mason goal on the 32nd minute, then a Nua Dicko goal in the 41st minute, put Wolves 2-1 ahead at half time, and that was the way it stayed. Again, we huffed and puffed, 19 shots, 5 on target, whereas Wolves had 9 on target out of their 13, and fair play to them. We lamped forward, we lashed chances at the goal, but it just wasn't to be. We pushed really forward, we ended up going all out attack, then on the overload, and we just couldn't break them down in the second half, and we didn't manage to get anything from the game. A couple of decent performances through Koyate and Yanmat and Mbemba, but fair play to the defence in particular of Wolves. They managed to keep us at bay, and they held on for a 2-1 victory, a priceless one for them, which really does keep them in the title hunt. A massive loss for us, a huge win for Wolves. It's title on after this game. Recent performances have been a bit ropey, and we were searching for a win that we really needed if we were to continue pressing on at the top of the table. So the DW Stadium, a trip to Wigan, and a 1-0 victory. It was quite evenly split. Okay performances from both teams. Defensively we were pretty sound. Going forward we were okay, but we managed to take away a good 1-0 win against Wigan. Before this game I was looking at it to be a little bit more comfortable than 1-0. By the end of the match, 3 points on the board, a 1-0 victory and a goal from Matt Ritchie, who got man of the match in this game, and a pleasing win at that. Again, not the best performance, a 1-1 draw at home to Norwich at St James's Park. Cameron Jerome putting Norwich 1-0 ahead. Alexander Mitrovic equalising just after half time, a game where I would say Norwich deserved this. They had more possession, they had good amount of shots on target from their initial shots. We didn't have enough, we didn't play well, and not a lot of good performances. Koyate playing okay, Tim Krul doing okay, and I'm pretty pleased, although it is a home game and I really do want to win my home games, I'm quite pleased to come out of this with no defeat on the board, and a 1-1 draw against Norwich, who are certainly up there fighting for promotion. Now, in recent times we've been struggling, and I know we sold Gamez, who was good and experienced and putting in good shift. Tyote also good experience and putting in good performances and work. It might be starting to show that we're kind of struggling without them. We're still winning, we're still going strong, but since they were sold, it's kind of felt a little bit desperate, some of these victories. But hopefully we're just getting over that. Hopefully our new signings are bedding in, and hopefully they can start to produce the performances and get victories. We're playing okay, as I say, guys, but we're not winning and playing as comfortable and looking as solid as what we did prior to those sales. But they were 30 years old, the pair of them. I'm looking to the future, I'm looking at getting promoted this season, and I'm thinking about next season in potentially the Premier League, where we're going to try to get bigger and better players, but we got them off the wage bill and we look forward into the future. And the final match before we get into today's live comm against Leeds United, a 4-1 victory, very comfortable, and finally we pulled out a good performance, a performance that we looked assured and comfortable. Brentford had 25 shots, but look at that ratio on target. 6 on target, pretty poor from them. It was all a little bit desperate from them. 13 on target from us out of our 18. Surprisingly, Brentford had more possession, but a goal on the 22nd minute from Jonjo Shelvey, followed immediately with a goal from Matt Ritchie. Rolando Aarons getting the third on the 48th minute, and 2 minutes later Matt Ritchie getting the second of the game, before Scott Hogan scored for Brentford on the 72nd minute. Comfortable, assured, and finally a performance that I'm feeling more comfortable with. Assists from Daryl Janmaat got 2, Rico Henry got 1, Jonjo Shelvey got 1, and good all-round team performance. Solid performances from all but Chancel and Bemba, who got a 6.7 strangely, and the rest had a pretty good game. So today's visitors, or today's team that we're playing, is Leeds United, and here is how they're lining up. Usually over the season, a 4-4-1-1 with Green in goals, Taylor at left back, Cooper and Bartley in the middle, Berardi right back, Dallas on the right, Manny on the left, Moa a good player in the middle with Murphy, Ali Crawford at the cam roll, and Wood up top. They do, however, have Haris Vukic on loan from us. He will be ineligible for this game. They also signed Anton Ferdinand on a free transfer. They do have Matt Grimes in on loan from Swansea, and apart from that, there's not really a lot to shout about in this team, guys. Alex Mowat, the one to look out for. In regards to transfers, guys, only 2 bits of business have gone on since we were last with you. Stuart Finlay gone to Kilmarnock on loan. He was on loan there in real life from Celtic last season. Ivan Toney has went on loan to Motherwell, and we did, of course, get that Shekadu Kouyaté deal lined up. Any regrets for me from the transfer window? Yes, it would probably be Tino Susic. We don't play a role or a formation that suits him, and he's not really going to get involved. It's disappointing. It only cost $2.5 million. If in the next transfer window I can recoup that money with a little bit of sell-on clauses in there, I'll be pleased and happy. 30.75 million spent overall on a lot of young talent. Baptiste Santa Maria not really getting involved with me recently. Hopefully we can get him involved a little bit more. Rico Henry, good signing. Andre Giselle, young but getting blooded. Iorfa and House, hopefully we can introduce them a little bit more. I think I might have paid over the odds for the pair of them. And of course Kouyaté we got for a reasonable price from West Ham. 23.7 million sold. A lot of wages gotten off the bill though, guys. The likes of Paul Dummett, Sammy Amiobi, Riviere, Gouffran, Anita de Jong called back, Sevet, Darlow, Jesus Gomez and Toyota. Of course, a few players disappointed by them leaving, but a lot of wages to play with, and hopefully we'll have a decent budget should we manage to do something and gain some success this season. So we've been through the Leeds lineup with their 4-4-1-1. We are lining up today as usual in the 4-2-2-2 formation. Today we're going with Tim Krul, Rico Henry, Courtney House, Mbemba, Janmaat, Jonjo Shelvey, Kouyaté on the left, Rolando Aarons, Matt Ritchie on the right, Mitrovic and Jose Perez up front. A 4-1 victory and a comfortable win, and a well played performance in the last match against Brentford. No need to change anything going into this one. A home tie, hopefully we can get a win and 3 points today. Hanley, Iorfa, Sissoko, Dozel, Tovan, Armstrong and Dwight Gale occupy the bench today. As ever, expecting to win this match, and I've told the guys to go out and do what I fully expect them to do. So we kick off the match, and we're attacking the right side of the pitch, and a 9th place position for Leeds. Not bad going. They'll be looking to push the playoffs this season, but of course we're aiming for that title, and we will of course update you on the league table after this game. Matt Ritchie's through, and Matt Ritchie crashes a shot against the crossbar. A chance after 2.5 minutes to put us through, and Ritchie's through again, and it is indeed Matt Ritchie. He didn't give up his 10th goal of the season. The man who's currently unhappy with my transfer dealings, although things are going right personally for him and for the team. He should cheer up after that goal. 1-0 after 3 minutes, and a cushy start for the Magpies. Of course, Alexander Mitrovic donning the armband today. Jamal Lascelles is suspended. 2-0, and Matt Ritchie with a beauty of a free kick, and you do not see many direct free kicks going in on Football Manager this year. On Football Manager 2016 you certainly don't, enemy. That's a direct free kick. Goalkeeper no chance. The Leeds United wall didn't move, and 2-0 after 7 minutes, and Matt Ritchie is off to an absolute flyer. As I was saying, Mitrovic, captain today, Lascelles suspended. He's having a good season, Lascelles, and since he picked up that captain's armband, he's really done well. Since Czech Coyote was, of course, sold. And it hits the post there from Leeds United, a good chance to get back into the game. They've had 5 shots in the last 3 or 4 minutes, and that was unfortunate, and it could have really brought them back into the game there. "13 minutes gone here. Leeds United with a little bit more possession with 55%. Alexander Mitrovic with the assist today for one of those Matt Ritchie goals, and it's Dalian Matt. Rolando Aarons picks up the ball. A big season ahead for him in real life football under Rafa Benitez this season. If he can stay injury free, he's like a bit like Raheem Sterling when he broke on the scene at Liverpool. He's kind of like that. He's quite raw, but he's got the attributes to be a top player. Now let's not have any comments telling me Raheem Sterling is a bad player. He just had a very poor last season. I think Pep Guardiola will get a lot out of him this season, and he will become very good. Real competition now if he's going to compete to play on that left hand side against Leroy Sané and of course Nolito, unless we see Raheem Sterling switch to the right. Anyway, 26 minutes gone here at St James's Park, and we're leading 2-0. Leeds United yet to really test the goalkeeper. 7 shots but only 1 on target, and Ayoze Perez puts the ball in the back of the net, but he is offside. This would be a good win. As I say, guys, form has been a bit topsy-turvy for a team competing at the top end of the table recently, and it's a goal from Stuart Dallas. 6 goals this season, a rapid, pacey strike there, and a real good goal, and Tim Krul wasn't going to save that. Matt Ritchie lost his man. Dallas took it with the left foot touch, then onto his right and smashed it into the side netting of Tim Krul's left hand side post. A rapid, epic strike there from Stuart Dallas. 2-1. Can't complain with that. Nothing you can do about that. A really good goal. Like Matt Ritchie's goal, just pure quality as Alexander Mitrovic there. Notches his 16th goal of the season. The target man, the towering beast, who's expected to be given the number 9 shirt by Rafa Benitez in the upcoming championship season, with the opener actually kicking off on the 5th of August. Really excited, really looking forward to that, and I cannot wait to get back into the mix and back into football being on every 2-3 days. I'm really looking forward to it, and surely my team under Rafa Benitez with the new signings will indeed be huge favourites to lift that championship trophy and get back to the promised land of the Premier League. Remember, guys, this save, Tyneside Troubles, is like a cross-reference between now in the game and like myself in real life. Huge fan. I'm not one of these people that support 2 teams. I'm a bit so-so when it comes to international footballer. I'm a Scotsman, born in Scotland, but born into an English-supporting, an English-born family. All my family are English. All the ones that like football in my family are English, so it was kind of awkward being brought up and not really being into international football that much. I'm a one-club man. This is my club. This is Newcastle United. And at half-time here against Leeds United, it is 3-1. Let's see if we can make any changes and improve our performance in the second half. Okay, guys, so 2 changes being made. Ayoze Perez is coming off for the young Adam Armstrong. They play quite similar styles of football, although Adam Armstrong's a little bit more advanced. I don't think Ayoze Perez has found his set position yet in his career. He did play as a striker at Tenerife, I think, but at Newcastle he's played out wide. He's played as a striker, but I think he plays best in that 10 role, like a trequartista. So Adam Armstrong on for him, and Moussa Sissoko has come on for Jonjo Shelvey in the middle of the park. 52 minutes gone here, 10 shots apiece, 6 on target from us, 4 on target for Leeds United. Possession still in Leeds United favour, but other than hitting the post once and scoring that goal, they've really yet to test Tim Krul. They better hope they find the next goal, otherwise this game will slip out of their hands and another 3 points will be picked up by our boys. We've played okay today, a couple of decent goals, a good header from Mitrovic and a great stunning free kick from Matt Ritchie. Dakara, Mane. Good strike there from Mane, turned away by Tim Krul, and it's a corner to Leeds United. The hour mark goes past, and we will indeed make our final substitution. I'm going to bring on Andre Dazelle for Shekadu Kuyate, who's on a yellow card, so we don't want anything to happen to him. We don't want him suspended. Had a couple of suspensions recently, so we could do with avoiding that. Moet, highly rated. Ali Crawford, signed from Hamilton Academical, I believe, by Gary Monk. Good manager in the Championship. I hope Leeds United do well in the league this year. I would really like to see them back in the Premier League one day. Gary Monk's a good manager, and hopefully Celino has a bit of faith in him and doesn't lose his temper and lose his way and start sacking people left, right and centre. I think Gary Monk can do a really good job there. Sad for them to lose Cook to Bournemouth, but heck of a fee for him, and I think Charlie Taylor handed his transfer request in, but that was turned away. They really need to ensure they keep a hold of Alex Moore in the real world. Mane on the right hand side, drifted over from the left. Courtney House settled in, getting a lot more starts there. Iorfa not so much, he's on the bench. He's got competition with Yanmat, of course, who I did think would leave the club with a lot of interest from Paris Saint-Germain. And it's Adam Armstrong, and it's a good chance there. Shot with his left foot, and Adam Armstrong has it saved and put out for a corner. 73rd minute gone here, and Yanmat has a throwing. Dakara. Just going to tell the guys to calm down a bit. We're 3-1, we don't need to rush anything. We don't need to do any silly mistakes. As long as we don't concede anytime soon, I think we should hold out for this. No major changes this game. I felt we've played okay. And Dallas puts that wide, it hits off Yanmat, and it's a corner for Leeds United. Mane. Grimes, on loan from Swansea. Dakara. Dallas, and a good save from Tim Krul. Out again for a corner that will be taken by Matt Grimes. Leeds have done okay here. They've just not been really test worthy. A lot of their shots have been straight at Tim Krul. They did hit the post and they scored that cracker of a goal, but I think we just about deserve to win this. 3-1, maybe a bit kind. I think it's a game that really had a one-goal winner in it, but the 3-1 comfort is good enough for me, and we can relax here going into the last 10 minutes. And that's sure to be a yellow card for Gaetano Berardi there. The referee pulls it from his pocket, and indeed it is. So approaching the end of this game, guys, I hope you're certainly enjoying Tyneside Troubles. As I say, guys, this is me playing with the club I love, so you'll probably see a little bit more passion. If you watch some of my previous videos, like with Red Bull Leipzig, I really had a good project going on there. Dakara 3-2, and Leeds United are back in this game in the 85th minute. But guys, yeah, I kind of like when I get back to the Premier League, I'll start to be a bit more emotional and a bit more passionate about it. It's simply because I don't expect to do any damage in the Premier League so early on with Newcastle, but at the moment I'm kind of expecting to go on and win the league, or certainly get promoted with this club. 3-2 here, and that is a risky one and a dodgy one, and the last 5 minutes will be a bit nippy here. Leeds United had more shots than me, had more, or certainly the same amount of shots on target as me, and more possession than me. I tell you what, I thought that was a little bit more comfortable, but all these extended highlights seem to be coming from Leeds in the last, or certainly the second half, so they may feel a little bit aggrieved if they don't get something from this. Berardi, Moet, Sissoko, Armstrong. Plays it in, loses the ball, that's a poor pass. Yanmat, another poor pass. Aarons, Dozell, Armstrong. Into Sissoko, plays it out wide to Dal Yanmat. Can he put it in? He can. And it's a goal! Alexander Mitrovic has absolutely no licence to score from there. There must be some type of abysmal defending. He goes in between two defenders. They fall asleep. The goalkeeper, I have no idea what he's doing. He smashes it into the roof of the net for his 17th goal of the season, his second goal of the game. He's played really well. Captain for the day. 2 goals, 1 assist, and surely a man of the match award for him. That should not have been going in from there. Any goalkeeper would be disappointed conceding a goal like that. And there it goes, guys, 4-2. A quite even game, I think. A game I would say we're probably just about shaded. But if I was a Leeds United fan watching this, I'd be a little bit aggrieved, and that was a disappointing goal to concede at the very end there. So after that win over the now 12th place Leeds, I'm sitting top of the table, guys, after 33 games with 22 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses. Top goal scorers in the league with 65 goals. We have conceded 31. There are a few more better defences than us, but we have a 34 plus goal difference. 71 points in recent form. We're unbeaten in 4. And Wolves must have just lost, as we have pulled away and gone 9 points clear of them. 12 points clear of third place Reading. I'm pretty sure we're going to get top 2 minimum with 15 games to go, but hopefully we can go on and win the league. I can't see us really losing 3 games while Wolves winning 3 games at the same time and really putting any more pressure on us. I hope I'm wrong, not wrong, but really we should be going on to win this and get back into the Premier League. We are on 71 points after 33 games, 15 games to go, guys, and hopefully this is on the road to the first medal and trophy in the Tyneside Troubles series. So guys, that was confirmation of that 4-2 win over Leeds United. We're unbeaten in 4 after a couple of poor losses, in particular that one to Wolves. Next up, a big match away to Aston Villa. Then we play Barnsley at home, Burton away, Reading at home, Cardiff away, Brighton at home. Then the next live comes, guys, against 7th place Nottingham Forest at home on the 28th of March. That's the next episode of Tyneside Troubles I'm going to bring you. I think I'm going to do a regen special where we're going to run through the regens I get in the March intake. Maybe we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what type of players I will get in, but we will have a look in the next episode of Tyneside Troubles if we don't do a special off-cast or separate episode of that. Depending, if we get a lot of good ones and I feel like I can talk about them a bit more, I will do a separate episode as a bonus on the same day as an episode of Tyneside Troubles. But if not, I'll just introduce that into the next episode when we play Nottingham Forest on the 28th of March at home. But that episode might be a little bit longer. That's why I'm thinking about doing it as a small, short, 5-minute, 10-minute separate episode. But we will see, guys. As ever, 23rd of March, in-game 2016. Sorry, that will be the next game we will come back to against Nottingham Forest. And as ever, guys, thank you for watching Tyneside Troubles. Don't forget to check us out on social media: Facebook, the Football Manager WizKids, the Tifo Project at the FM WizKids, Twitter at the FM WizKids. Find us on all different types of places in the social media. Football Manager Central, find us there. Passion for Football Manager, FM Scout, Sort It Out SI, a lot of different quality places. The FM Addicts, many places, guys. You will find us in the social area regarding Football Manager. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. And this has been episode 6 of Tyneside Troubles. And I'll be back with another episode very soon.